All right. Good morning, class. How we doing? How we doing? All right. So today we'll be discussing the American Revolution. Can then does anyone know anything about the Revolution? I'm just looking to see what you guys know already. Yeah, Jimmy. Uh huh. George Washington was our first president. Okay. Um, Jenny. Okay. Yeah, the Treaty of Paris was signed so we can get independence from Great Britain. Yep. All right. Well, today I have an article here, and on the board, as you can see, we have like a something like a web diagram that I will be filling in, and you guys will be filling in at some point today as well. So let's get started. All right. So, American Revolution. Introduction. The American Revolution was the war in which Great Britain's 13 American colonies won their independence. The colonies became a new country, the United States. The revolution began in 1775 and ended in 1783. The background. Before the 1760s, the colony had a lot of freedom. Even though they were under British rule, the British government was across the Atlantic Ocean more than 3,000 miles away. The colonies had their own leaders and learned to solve their own problems. Also, because Britain was often at war, it did not pay close attention to the colonies. In the 1760s, however, the British government tried to take more control over the colonies. One major reason for this change was the French and Indian War. Britain defeated France in the war in 1763, but the war had been very costly. Afterward, Britain decided that its American colonies should help pay its debt. Alright, so, highlighting those two sections, what did you think the main idea was of that of those two sections that I just read? Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. So I'm gonna put my idea down, and this is what I took away from it personally. Like, there's no wrong answers really in this, but the point of this is, or of what I'm gonna write down is, I want to show like what led up to that event, or what like why did that happen. So here I'm gonna put this down. Main idea or event. So from what I took away, this is the like statement that was said in there. In the 1760s, the British wanted to take more control over spell stuff wrong over the colonies. So right here in this other box, I'm gonna put evidence or event that led to main idea. So, would you guys agree with me on this main idea? I would think so, because, I mean, how should I put this? The British wanted to take control over the colonies for one reason, mainly, and that was because they wanted to get more money from these people that lived there already, the colonists. and they needed money that badly because they suffered a lot of debt from all the damages, the casualties, lost food, water, essentials, and everything like that, and they needed someone else to help pay for that. So that's why they mainly took that over. So I can put that for the evidence as well. A major reason for this was because of the French and Indian War. The British wanted to get all of the colonies so that they could help pitch in to the cost of debt that hurt the British. Alright, so we can put that there. Now, this next one we are going to do together. So, I'm going to put that down. I'm going to read the next section. So right here, this is the taxes part of this article. To raise money, Britain forced the colonies to pay new taxes. In 1765, the British lawmakers called Parliament passed a law called the Stamp Act. They put a tax on legal papers, newspapers, and other printed items. The colonists protested against the tax. They were especially angry because Parliament was taxing them even though they had no representatives in Parliament. Because of the protests, the British government ended the tax in 1766. In 1767, however, a British official named Charles Townshend got Parliament to pass several new tax laws. The Townshend taxed tea, lead, paint, paper, and glass coming into colonial ports. These taxes made the colonists even angrier. Boston Massacre and Tea Party. To keep order, the British government sent soldiers to Boston, Massachusetts on March 5th, 1770. British soldiers fired shots into a crowd. Crispus Attucks and several other Americans were killed. This event became known as the Boston Massacre. On the same day as the Boston Massacre, Parliament did away with most of the Townshend Acts. They kept a tax on tea, however. Then, in 1773, Britain passed a law that allowed a British company to sell tea more cheaply than colonial merchants. On December 16, 1773, colonists boarded British ships in Boston Harbor and threw their cargo of tea into the water. This became known as the Boston Tea Party. Yeah, do you guys know about the Boston Tea Party? Have you heard of it before? Can I get a show of hands? Okay, so all of you do. Okay, good. So, this part, I want you guys to help me find the main idea. You guys can raise your hands for this one as well. Can someone tell me what the main idea was for that part? Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. So let me write this down. And I'm doing this so I can show you how to do it, because in this next part I want you guys to do it yourselves. So on December 16th, 1773, colonists boarded British ships in Boston Harbor and threw their cargo of tea into the water. This is known as the Boston Tea Party. Yeah, no, this I want to say this is the main idea of this because, I mean, yeah, you can attest that the one sec. Okay, yeah, I mean, you can contest that this is the main event. I mean, it can go two ways. It can go the Boston Tea Party route, or it can be settled as the Boston Massacre too. That can be a key part too. But who thinks it's Boston Tea Party? Can I get a show of hands? And there's no wrong answers. Okay, so about most of you who had the Boston Massacre. Okay, so I think it's the Boston Tea Party one because the British put taxes on everything, and that's what led to this event. This is why it made colonists mad, and they wanted to show their anger at them. So instead of fighting back and getting a greater chance of getting killed again, like in the Boston Massacre, you can they did a silent protest without them knowing until the next morning without anyone really getting substantially hurt. So we can put that as the evidence. And I'll put that there. The British taxed everything, including legal papers, newspapers, etc. And then the Townshend Act tax stuff coming in. Lead, paint, glass coming into ports. So for this next part, so let me move up. I want you guys to read the next two sections, and I want your input on this. And I'll have it written down right here. And once you guys are done working together with the person next to you, I'll take a share hands and we'll see everyone's opinions on the main idea. All right, thank you.